Hello and welcome back to day 2 of Orwell. We're just going to go ahead and resume. Unfortunately, since during the last session I exited right after the intro dialogue from Symes popped up, we won't be able to see that as far as I know. But we can just go ahead and dive in and try to find some info on Cassandra and Goldfells, and yeah. Cool, so yeah, her new updated arrest report seems to have quite a bit of redacted info, unfortunately. That said, she did cooperate with the officers, so that's kind of nice. Let's see what's new in the news. Heavy rainstorms. Timelines and Rosen announced cooperation. And connection between Bonton bombings of evident. Okay, let's take a look at that. Attacks against Stelligan University in Bonton and Freedom Plaza are connected, experts conclude. Stelligan students and teachers alike are in shock and deep mourning. Photo from Stelligan University. Bonton. The bombing that occurred yesterday at Stelligan University seems to be connected to the attack against the Freedom Plaza earlier this week. This is the conclusion of the police division who is investigating the cases. In both assaults, a similar explosive device, created with pure malevolence, appeared to have been used, police spokeswoman Steele said. The letters received prior to the assaults seem to support this suspicion, while their meaning is still puzzling investigators. According to rumors, people have been theorizing the number of stanzas might represent the number of bombings, which in turn raises the question whether there might be another bombing yet to occur. We understand that some people jump to this conclusion, but there is no good reason to believe this, Steele answered when confronted with this theory during a press conference. Meanwhile, Stelligan University has declared that normal operation cannot continue under the circumstances, so they will be closing their doors for the time being. The university has also set up a special front page to pay their respects to the assault's victims. See above image. Well, that's kind of sad, but I suppose it's for the best. Is this relevant? Not currently, anyway. And I feel like this is not at all important. Yeah, no, doesn't look helpful in the slightest. But looks like Goldfells has some info we can grab for him. Namely a picture, which is nice. And entry 1. Cool, he mentions that song. Oh, there we go, Symes. The letter, we are right, it seems. He immigrated here in 1993. An immigrant, That is why I created this blog. Cool. The Thought, an activist group with the same name as this blog. If Goldfells is the one who created the blog, perhaps he founded or even was the leader of the activist group. Yeah, that makes sense to me. What's new? Here we go. Thought must change direction. This is in July 2016. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of info. I thoroughly believed we were able to capture minds, if only we could garner attention on thought as a group, and what we stand for. It seems my ambition was once again too much. After 1.5 years recruiting 2 of my students and arranging 3 demonstrations like the one held at Freedom Plaza, I feel obliged to ask myself where we stand. Have we reached our goal? What has been sacrificed along the way? In short, are we true to the initial goal that formed the group? Frankly and sadly, the answer to the latter is a resounding no. We let ourselves be consumed by anger and hatred towards those we thought to do us wrong. Thoughts are free, but that does in no way mean that we can attack and do whatever they wish. Instead of blaming others, I now see my high aims might well be the cause for all the events of the past months. More than anyone else have thought, I feel responsible. As a consequence, I will halt my active engagement in this group. I firmly believe it shall be for the better of everyone involved, especially my students from Stelligan. Yours sincerely, A. Goldfells. Please reconsider. Guy hurt there was only a goddamn cop. They had it coming for long. It was messy, I know, all the way back to the thing I messed up organizing. But hell, look at the bright side. We made the news. This is what we wanted, what you wanted. From Concerned One. Well, he's a lecturer there, that's good to know. And he resigned. What now, Stelligan? The same Stelligan where a bomb just exploded? You know what I think about coincidences. I won't repeat it. Cool, so he's resigned from the group. Whatever active engagement means, still an interesting fact. And yeah, they've held 3 demonstrations and he recruited a couple students, good to know. 3 demonstrations. More interesting might be that 2 students seem to be involved. So far, the evidence suggests that Goldfells was a prominent lecturer at Stelligan, and some of his students became involved in thought. Did he, recruit them for his cause? We need to identify those students, see who else is involved with the group. Are these just conflicting with each other? Yeah. So, yeah, let's just toss that in there. I don't really have any reason for why I'm choosing that one, it just seems like the better one to me. A troubled past. We will have to get to the bottom of this. Nothing else important. Oh. Well, that is concerning. First suspect in connection with assaults arrested. Woman arrested in connection with recent attacks in Bonton. A couple of minutes ago, the Bonton Police Department reported that an arrest in connection with the recent bombings in the capital has been made. A young woman has been brought into custody thanks to investigation efforts of a special task force. Police spokeswoman Kaufman said. How the woman is related to the bomb attacks, Kaufman did not cover. However, it is rumored that the suspect is well known to authorities by other incidents. Cool, so that was us. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen. Yeah, so just kind of reviewing what we know. The campus being closed down for now. Oh, here we go, Professor A. Goldfells. Oh, we've got... His name is Abraham Goldfells. Abraham it is. Well done. Being a luminary in his profession, Abraham Goldfells gladly accepted the offered professorship in the field of media ethics at Stelligan, from which he sadly retired in fall 2016. Did you notice the bombing locations seem to be closely connected to thought? There could be a pattern emerging. Thought has held 3 demonstrations, yet there have only been 2 bombings, which might imply... Well, it's definitely a shot in the dark, but we absolutely need to do everything we can to prevent another attack. Take a close look at the past of each member with thought. Find out the locations of all demos they have held. That may yield a hint. Cool. Oh my goodness, so many. Yeah. Previously Professor Goldfells has held a position as a journalist at Der Reporter, one of the most renowned German daily newspapers. Good to know. And was also a chairman of the Global Media Ethics Congress. In his works, Professor Goldfells never relents to emphasize the importance of privacy over public interest. Chairman of an ethical congress. Just the average run-of-the-mill terrorist trait. Okay. Publications. And, oh, he's the author of a book. Intriguing. Well, what do you say to that? He literally wrote the book. Wow, that's a whole lot of information about this Goldfels. Yet only one other page could be indexed. Very strange indeed. I think the next course of action should be to look for other people of this thought group, like the students he mentioned. Makes sense. Well, we know her. She's the, as it says, head of the Ministry of Security. This guy is the lawyer of Cassandra, and I don't think anybody else is relevant on this page. Okay, so it wouldn't be that one. It would have to be one of these ones, I imagine. Here we go. Let's see if any names jump out at us. Oh, Juliet Carrington. We have seen this name before, haven't we? Right, she was a friend of Miss Watergate. Now it also appears she was a student of Abraham Goldfels. I think that's enough to warrant a report. Give me a few minutes. Alright, we have authorization to investigate Miss Carrington. Cool. I would like to also plop that in there really quick, since we do know the name Harrison O'Donnell was on, I think, Watergate's, what is it, like the Tumblr page or whatever you call it? It's not actually Tumblr, but Harrison O'Donnell. Yes, we've seen that name connected to Miss Watergate. I'll report this right away. You've been authorized to consider Harrison O'Donnell a target person. Now there's some more work for you. Congrats. More work. Harrison and Juliet. Those must be Abraham Goldfels' students within thought. Well done. Yeah, the timelines, that's what I was thinking of. Cool. You can also just kind of like close some of these down so that we don't have to see all the ridiculously extra ones that we don't actually need yet. Yeah, let's go take a look at Juliet first. She's a PR assistant at Rosentech, which I believe that was one of the things mentioned in the articles at the National Beholder. She likes guitar, singing, books, and board games. Huh, sounds fun. Let's see. You know I'm not so keen on going out late night. I hear that. I do like the little engaged in torture note it puts there, which is a little bit inaccurate. There's a family page? That is very weird. I don't really care about her parents' romance story personally, but oh my goodness, this is the weirdest thing. Okay, well, we have a more specific birthday. I don't know how much help this stuff will be, but we might as well put it in there. Yum. Wow, thank you for the riveting commentary, Symes. If we fail to prevent the next assault due to you processing random data, I won't be taking the fall. Well, I don't know, it could be helpful. Don't roast me for uploading info, dude. It takes 2 seconds. Well, it takes like a minute in-game. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. Until you climb inside of his skin and walk around in it. Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. I actually read that one. Great book. Well, she likes playing the guitar, as we can tell. Okay, maybe I won't upload her favorite color being red. That might be a bit much. Parents are Jonathan and Esther. So that's in conflict with something, so we'll take a look at that in a minute. Yeah. Studied media economy, which sounds like pretty dreadfully boring, to be honest. That is still the weirdest thing to me, is just the concept of a family website. Like, unless you have an actual business, I don't quite get the purpose of it. Founding Rosentech. 10 Commandments. Any vision is valuable. Software can solve any problem. Embrace the client's vision. Open-mindedness and transparency are key. Always stay in touch with the client. Synchronous over asynchronous communication. Think about your responsibility. Fix your mistakes. Learn from them. Work here and now. You can do better. I mean, those aren't bad. They are very standard tech company BS, if you ask me, but hey. Oh, here we go. We have her work phone number. That's helpful. Good work. The listener will also track incoming and outgoing phone calls of numbers you have added. Well, we're just going to disable that. Welcome to Rosentech. This is PR Assistant Juliet Carrington speaking. How may I be of sir? Hello, Juliet Carrington. This is Esther. You sound so official at work. Oh, hi, Mom. Is this important? You know I can't take personal calls while I'm at work. I just wanted to check in, make sure you are home for dinner tonight. Actually, I'm heading out with some friends from work. Time for some Bonton clubbing. Honey, please don't. On the news they said it would be advisable to avoid public places. They expect another bombing. Mom, I get that you're worried, but I can't just sit at home with you every night of the week. That's exactly what those terrorists want us to do. Avoid public life. We can't give up our freedom like that. Honey, please. You won't have much freedom left if you're dead. Mom, I won't die. How can you be so sure about that? I could just as easily be hit by a car on my way home to your lovely dinner. Don't say that. Just think. This ridiculous group has gotten you into nothing but trouble. What were they called? Alright, geesh, Mom. I'm gonna think about it, okay? Thank you, honey. Mom, I am sorry, but I really have to go now. If I don't want Victor Rosen to personally fire me. I have to go. Sorry. Love you. Bye. Cool. Well, now we know that she definitely has a boss in the company, which is kind of obvious. So yeah, she lives with her parents, and she's planning to go out on Friday evening. Now to find her parents' address. Checks out. It's Friday and Miss Carrington has plans to go out tonight in Bonton. That information would normally be innocuous, but we know that she actively dislikes going out. People are truly creatures of habit. Maybe she really does want to go out, but this seems a little odd. What is she really doing? Oh, and we have one last text from Cassandra. Hey, you. I'm sorry about last night. I really should have come over. It's just that this client is massively influential and could bring a whole lot of exposure to the office. I've been trying to get a meeting for months, and it went rather well, so here's hoping. God, I'm such a stupid old man who just talks about his job too much. I'm sorry, it's just such a big part of my life. Hello? Are you still upset? Cassie, can you at least answer me? If you don't, I'll start to worry. You know what I'm like. Well, she is in jail, dude, so like maybe as her lawyer you should be a little bit more in tune with that. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Malloy Court. Huh, funny. This is right around the corner from where I live. Okay, I don't know why I care about that, but thanks, Symes, I guess. Okay, so they first met at the Freedom Plaza protest. That's good to know. She's only recently become politically involved, I guess. First missed Watergate, and now her. Is there some sort of brainwashing going on? Or, I mean, as you get older, you become more interested in politics because it affects your life more. I know when I was like a teenager, I didn't care, but now that I'm getting to be a young adult, or I guess technically am a young adult, I actually care, so I don't know. Okay, let's add some info about Harrison. He's a media punk, I guess. Media punk? What does that even mean? I don't know what that even means. I figured I'd submit it either way. Oh. He's deleted some stuff. That's concerning. Do we have something to hide then, Mr. O'Donnell? Maybe. Oh, this is where the conflict is, I believe. Okay, are they still in a relationship? So that's July 5th, 2016. Okay, and when was this updated? So this is 2017. So yeah, I imagine this one's probably the more up-to-date one. Oh, wrong profile. It would make more sense to put that on Juliet's. There we go. Let's finish up with Harrison really quick, though. See if there's anything else on his page. Mike, why don't you go and ask Juliet out right away, huh? No need for hiding anything. I can provide a nose correction just for you to make you look just as awesome. You want that? No? Then off you fuck. Well, he's a... something. Nothing else. But we do have a website here. Yeah, we'll look at that in a sec. Okay. Nickname is Hancock. Oh ho, that's quite an ego we've got there, haven't we? You know, if you want to chime in with some like actually witty commentary, I'm all for it there, Symes, but in the meantime, you're just kind of being annoying. Nickname is Tubman. This is literally just the same image flipped. Well, let's upload it, I guess. Is there anything else on this one? Gigs? Oh, Hancock decided to quit the band. Good to know. Okay, so this band is just really falling apart. Okay, so conflicts with something, but we don't know yet what yet, so we'll ignore that for now. It's just a new picture, I don't care about that. What about albums? Oh, well, there's an email address for him. Excellent. You will now have access to any emails coming in or out of this account. Good to know. Anything else new here? Not really. Okay, let's see what she's saying to Juliet. Hello. Hi, Cass, what happened yesterday? Juliet, this is Joseph on Cassandra's account. Oh. Oh, sorry. Hi, Joseph. Didn't know you had access to Cassie's account. Nice to finally talk to you. Not too uncommon in a relationship, is it? You too, Juliet. Have you seen Cassandra since yesterday evening? Heard from her at all? I spoke to her last night via chat. She seemed quite upset about the whole Freedom Plaza thing, and something else she wouldn't talk about. Then there was someone at her door, so she went to answer it and never came back. I assumed it was you. We were supposed to meet for dinner, but I had an unexpected meeting with a client. She wasn't exactly happy about the change of plans. She quit the chat, and that was it. I haven't heard from her since. In that case, I think she's probably at home stewing away. Well, I just tried that. She did give me the key to her flat 2 months ago, but no Cassie. Also, her PC was still on. I guess calling her didn't work either? I tried, no answer. Damn, I hate myself right now. Did you set your number to private? Otherwise, she's probably just avoiding you. Private is my default setting. After all, I am a lawyer. Haha, Cassie told me you were funny. I think you shouldn't worry too much. It's probably nothing. We're just going to go ahead and disable that because it's inaccurate. I think you shouldn't worry too much. It's probably nothing. When Cassie's mad, she usually ghosts and wanders around the city. She'll be back in no time. Yeah, she does get a bit fiery at times. We had an argument once and, well, guess what happened? See, this is why I wanted to talk to you. I feel like sometimes you know her better than I do, and I'm her goddamn boyfriend. Oh, I doubt that somehow. I mean, you two were in the thought group together, right? You both went to the Freedom Plaza protest. And so I thought maybe you know other places that could be important for her, or the two of you, where she could be at. Joseph, I'm sorry. Freedom Plaza was organized by Thought, yeah, but Harrison did all the planning for it. I don't know much else. Oh, I see. I wish I could help, but honestly, I don't have a clue. Well, thank you anyway, Juliet. Don't mention it. I'll text you when she turns up if I get an idea. Or if I get an idea, if that makes sense. Okay. Not sure how to feel about that. Let me just check. Let's see what's in this email first. Ordered some lovely bouquet for someone named Angela. Oh, and he has a bank account, as most people do. And that seems to be it. Oh, well, we can take a look at his bank info. Ho ho. Very frequent customer at a drugstore. Either he values his hygiene, or it might as well be materially intended to wash away a freedom memorial. That's a weird leap. He has 2 different health insurance policies. That's kind of odd. A guy his age, planning on doing something dangerous, perhaps? Oh, wowza. I wish I had that much money. Payment from the National Beholder. Sounds like some sort of secret affiliation. Keep looking for more info. Okay. Oh, this is kind of cool. Apparently, our in-game computer is entirely unrecognized. Don't need to be a snitch on us, though. First bank of the nation, that's kind of rude. Okay, I think at this point we just need to decide who was the one who planned this. I'm gonna go with this one just because there's really no way to tell 100% either way, so he planned this protest that went completely awry? Doesn't sound like very good planning to me. Or maybe it didn't go awry at all. Maybe it went down exactly as he had in mind. So that Freedom Plaza demonstration was one of Thought's protests. Not immensely surprising. 1 down, 2 more protest locations to go. Oh. Talking to Harrison. You got O'Donnell. Harrison, it's me. Well, 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 look who it is. I knew this moment would come one day, but you've caught me by the surprise. Harrison. Shh, Juliet. Ever since we first made out that clear night on the Stelligan Greenfield, I knew it was destiny. I know you never really meant to. Will you please spare me your juvenile bullshit? Haha, I didn't believe it at first, but it really is you. To what do I owe the pleasure of your beautiful voice? You miss me, right? So this is why you did it? To make me call you back again? The heck are you talking about? Oh, come on. Don't play dumb, great administrator. I'm talking about the thought page you so generously volunteered to maintain. What? Give me a sec. What the fuck is this shit? You messing around with me, Jules? Are you seriously trying to say this wasn't your doing? Why would I fucking want to disgrace Thought? Maybe because of the same reason you bailed out of the Thought all of a sudden? Thought didn't do shit anymore since Abe disappeared, but turning it around that way made a damn fine excuse for you to bail out on the 2 of us, huh? Maybe then because you disgraced Thought before hiding all of the articles on the Thought blog except Cassandra's. Abe archived the first ones because he didn't even want us to know. None of us could ever access them. I merely did the same with the rest because that would also be in Abe's interest, and Cass wanted to show her article around. Oh please, I know you deleted all your rebellious posts to secure your cozy job writing that ridiculous opinion column for the TNB. You know, it's funny you dare speaking of disgrace when Rosen is the government's personal bitch. In case you didn't know. Almost makes you the same in my book. So you really don't know anything about the hack then? I don't have a friggin' clue. Can you revert the changes? You bet. I'll even hunt down the son of a bitch who... Just revert it, okay? I don't care who did it. I just can't stand our memories being toyed around with. Okay. We'll be done in no time, ma'am. Never could say no to you. If only. Anyway, thank you. There is a lot to dig into here. Okay, so... I guess that could be important. Okay. Stelligan again. This university seems to play a major role for members of Thought. I don't think Symes cared to hear about this teenage romance sort of stuff. Cool, yeah, so he left thought. Oh, is that so? We still need to keep observing him, though. Okay. So yeah, we already know that they're broken up. Seems that today's new targets have a common history, something more than belonging to thought. And it looks like Goldfell's disappeared. Abraham Goldfell's disappeared, causing the group to be inactive. They are no longer active. Well, seems like someone still is. Yeah, so he's the one who hid a bunch of those articles. First the timeline, now the thought blog. You have a lot to hide, Mr. But apparently he archived the first ones, as we heard. This gets more confusing by the minute. Why do you hide something on a group's blog from its own members? A hidden agenda, perhaps? Maybe. He has a fairly cushy job getting $3,500 in a payment, so that's kind of good, I guess. Hey, I read this one quite regularly. I wasn't all that aware it was our guy. The TNB probably didn't know either. Also, this must be what the large payment he received was for. Yep, that's what I figured. Knock knock, Harrison. Seems I caught you pants down on that little page of yours. Confused? Why, that's fine. You don't know me and I like to keep it that way. But I know a lot about you, media punk. If you knew what I know, what you know about what this little group of yours did, you would find it just as hard to ignore that those bombs might just carry your name tag. Get what I'm talking about, right? So, the righteous hacker initiate will expose all information I got on you. Might interest the cops, won't it? I have no love for the Gov, but I will do what I must. So give me one good reason not to do it, and I might reconsider. He's being blackmailed. Spicy. Oh great, now there's a hacker involved in all of this, because the situation wasn't bad enough as it is. I wonder what this is about. Oh. Seems we are not the only ones interested in Mr. O'Donnell and his entanglements in all this. I wonder if this guy has any proof for what he claims. Hey, wise ass. This is the most pathetic blackmailing attempt I've read in a long time. You want a damn good reason not to call the cops? I can give you 3. 1. You hacked my site, i.e. my web server. Last time I checked, this was highly illegal, something about glass houses and stones. 2. I don't get what you want to have found out about me. True, our protest didn't always go as planned, but since you claim to know so much about me, you should know that it was hardly my fault. What I wanted is all in my blog. Not a word about that fucking bombing people, only grabbing attention. Bet you never even found that, huh? Where are your mad skills, hacker boy? I'll throw you a breadcrumb so you don't feel too miserable. My Nick. I'm the wrong person to mess around with. Leave my page alone. Roll it back, and then don't dare touching it again. I'll get you, promise. H. P.S. For your own worthless sake, I hope it wasn't you who broke into my bank account, else you're neck deep in shit, even more than you already are. Thought I didn't notice, did you? Like I said, the wrong guy. The very wrong guy. Well, he's a blogger. Now I would like to very much take a look at what the heck? Wait, what the actual? The moment you opened that doc, malicious code injection was detected in Orwell. We've had 47 attack warnings and still counting. What the hell is on that site? Yeah, well, that's not good. Let's take a look at this opinion column. This time, the national opinion column, Harrison O'Donnell, argues why the border to the Parges needs to be closed. Oh my god. I'll go and spill the beans right away. Shut the border between us and the Parges. Now, will you, please? Can't anyone see what's happening there? I mean, are you blind? Take a look at Triphlith, for instance. The situation there seems to be escalating yet again. 2008 much? And just like then, the nation will let itself get dragged into the conflict. Just like then, the Pargesians will see the nation not as a friend who does the best to de-escalate the situation, but as an opponent who invades and seeks cooperation through force. History keeps repeating itself. That's certainly nothing new. Safety of any citizen is of utmost importance. That has been the party's premise ever since 2009, and ever since it has been working like a charm. Until now, that is. As some self-proclaimed benefactors in the opposition claim, the borders are meant to be open to possible refugees. If I didn't know how we suffered already 9 years back, I would agree without a doubt. I would walk out there and welcome them personally with arms wide open, but I do remember perfectly well. Though my name isn't Nostradamus, let me foretell something. We will see a rise in acts of terrorism in the very close future. Who knows, maybe next week a bomb will go off in the middle of Fairview, or middle of Farview, or Bondon. Don't you pretend not to have been warned when that happens. Yeah, that's not looking good, bud. Yes, I read the article. That was strange indeed. And with the bombings now. Do we know? Oh, it conflicts with multiple things, so we'll ignore that for just a moment. Take a look at Juliet's timeline. Oh. When I learned about Stelligan this morning, and that 2 people had been killed, I felt devastated, because I felt responsible. I've spent 5 years of my life at this university. I even organized a peaceful protest at the Stelligan campus. It has been the center of my life for a while, and to see terrorists pervert this place for their foul reasons strikes my heart. I feel truly, truly sorry for anyone concerned. Okay, well, we'll look at that in a bit, but in the meantime, let's take a look at his wall of text. Anything important? Oh my goodness. See, all I saw was run around naked, eat chocolate pudding from a diaper. That's sure attention grabbing. As soon as I get myself a handful of like-minded people, we're going to occupy that friggin' elitist university, Stelligan, that's for sure. He lives in a trailer, apparently. Don't know how current that is, but we'll toss it in there anyway. Oh, come on. Can you please get more stereotypically antisocial? I mean, a trailer isn't the worst place to live, to be fair. I cannot even find the words for how mind-bogglingly stupid the government's plan is. Well, let's see. I assume this is with the... I don't know. See, I do think she could organize a peaceful protest. He was just kind of talking about hopefully being able to do that sort of thing. So maybe she's the one who did this. Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. Very well. It is a pattern, exactly as we suspected. But we still have no idea about the third location. You need to be diligent now. Lives might hang in the balance. In the worst case that we cannot determine the location on time. Well, I might have to conduct an interrogation with Miss Watergate. I want to avoid it, though. She's been behaving pretty defiantly, I've been told. Looking at what you've found so far, I think I might have enough information to put some pressure on her. Don't like the phrasing of that. Knock knock, Harrison. The thoughts are free once again. We are not done yet, you and me. But first on, I must turn to another. I'm willing to bet if we go take a look at the Thought website. There we go. Looks back to normal. And yeah, everything's... other than the ones we've taken a look at already. Yeah. Oh, here we go, from Goldfells. I am looking for people willing to join a debate club called The Thought, and I think your presence could really liven up the discussion. I feel a little confused now. Is this Thought a blog, an activist group, or a debate club? Perhaps all three? Don't know where you got the weird impression I would be willing to join some debate club. I'm already debating here all day on my own. This country needs change, freaking action. If you have this to offer that as well, drop me a PN here. Don't spam. Thanks a ton. Your articles suck, lol. You should go write poetry instead. Nice. Debate club invitation. Dear readers, I would like to invite those who are interested to our newly founded debate club called The Thought. Our primary discussion will revolve around how people can best be made aware of a topic in the age of information overflow. First, we will brainstorm and discuss various options. Then, dependent on participation and interest of attendees, we will perform practical exercises and test sessions for empirical research. The Thought meetings are scheduled to take place every Thursday night at 7 p.m. sharp. Meetings will take place at Cyber Cafe Chestnut, Complex D, on Stelligan campus. No registration is needed, just come by. You can also visit our blog online. We are looking forward to meeting you and to discuss a topic that is pertinent to our current day lives. Regards, Professor Abraham Goldfells. Outdated meme, gotta love that. Oh, so he did decide to join as a result of that. This concerned one keeps popping up. Oh. So he recruited someone named Nina. Nina? So there is another member we haven't even heard of yet. I would request clearance to make her a target. We got a green light. Cool. So now we can toss the concerned one handle on there. What a strange alias name. No, it's about standard for online handles, to be honest. Have you seen how many people are called, like, Anxious Bean online? And yeah, here we go. Doesn't like law enforcement. I bet this goes both ways. Oh, she messed up organizing something. Interesting. What did she do for thought that she might have messed up? Well, I'm hoping we'll find that out. Oh, here's a post. Okay. He is really hypocritical, apparently. Okay, so shut the border. Doesn't like the government. Rejects them. Or supports. See, I think that's definitely him just being a shill for a job. Because realistically, if you're hired for any sort of media job, you're going to have to put forth the opinions that that company supports in order to keep that job. This is July 2015. This is 2013. I feel like that's probably the most accurate one, even though this is a bit older. Anything else would have come as a surprise. Oh yeah, was there more in here? No, we will carry it onto the streets of the nation, become transformed, and by that re-implanted back into the minds, an invincible idea that we shall always be truly free. Cool, so he was kind of the start of the activist side of things, it sounds like. So an activist group after all, and now we know who had the primary say in that. A lot of... what? Ah, what a pity, but you're probably right, Abe. So what about holding a proclamation on a government building then? Sounds like a worthy first demo. Unroll the banners from the roof, that kind of a thing. I think we need to strike into the heart of everyday people to really cause a stir. We should go for storming a Bonton Mall as our first thing. Maybe even wait until it's all busy, say around Christmas? Whoa. Yeah, that's... Is there anything else? Let's look and see. Okay, so he lives at a campground, so that's something we'll grab. Outskirts camping? That is one ugly place, but I guess it's cheap. Yeah, I mean, that's really cheap actually. I'd be okay paying that rent. I wouldn't mind living in a trailer for that. Whew. Not missing anything else. Oh, I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to reach out to everyday people, Nina's right and you'd go for a mall. And also, because I don't know how bombing like a government building would go. I think that might be more difficult to do, even like just a protest. So yeah, let's do that one. Don't remember if that's right at all. This Nina planned it? Are you sure? A mall? Well, that must be it then. That's where our third bomb will be. Oh, I hope I'm right. But there are dozens of malls in Bondon. Which one is it? Alright, if this is all we have, it's what we have to work with. So let's get this interrogation thing going before we run out of time. I'm actually located in the same facility where Miss Watergate is being detained. I will have her moved into an interrogation room and walk across. To cover my identity, I will connect to her via an internal hard line. Let's just hope that what you have provided gives us enough leverage over her. I will open a connection for you to eavesdrop. After all, this is your case too. Plus, we need all the possible info found in Orwell. Hold on. Is this the listener thing? Yes. Signs, Cassandra Watergate. Who is this? Why can't you just leave me alone? Miss Watergate, my name is Symes. Great, Symes, you can go fuck yourself. I already told the other guys everything over and over again. It wasn't me who hurt the We have new evidence that states otherwise, which is why you are in custody, again. But that's not what this is about. You're investigating the bombings at Freedom Plaza and Stelligan. I just want to ask you some questions. Cooperate and it might reflect positively on you. Oh, you want to frame me for this as well? I must be such a busy terrorist. I was right here, imprisoned while I set up a goddamn bomb at Stelligan. We know you didn't trigger the bomb at Stelligan, maybe not even the one at Freedom Plaza. We do know, however, you have been in close contact with a group called Thought. What? They have nothing to do with it. I want to talk to my lawyer, right now. You mean that boyfriend of yours, Joseph Langley? My boyfriend? You know that? We know a lot about you, Miss Watergate. Bah, I don't need to call him then. Now shove off. Your defiance towards me is not advisable. What about your parents, Bruno and Alice? They've got a nice company, don't they? Association with a criminal case against their daughter yet again could hurt them badly. Last time I was in custody, all they ever did about it was suggesting I'd leave my position as junior COO. Does that give you the impression of a picture-perfect family? Well, have it your way then. We have your confession in regards to that nasty incident with the police officer. You'll have to go through that whole process again. It's going to drag on for a long time. And where did you get this supposed confession? I never did anything. Miss Carrington stated this in a conversation with you. Have you been spying on us, you dirty little government fucker? Well, I hope you also noted that she stated this happened in defense. Indeed, we did note that. That does mean you have nothing on me. It seems my colleagues didn't tell you have been assessed as a potentially dangerous. Did they? Ha, potentially dangerous? I like the sound of that. Me so dangerous. This is not a joke, Miss Watergate. See, it's all in his profile here. In accordance with the safety bill, people being assessed as potentially dangerous may be held in custody for a very, very long time, until they are deemed no longer a threat. Bullshit, you can't just make up something and flag me as dangerous just because it suits your case. It's an official investigative result. We can even double the time span you'll sit in here with a police record like yours. No. Why? I hope you will like your cell and your cellmates, but cooperate and avoid this at once. Why are you doing this to me? Just answer my questions and I might be able to help. I don't know what you expect from me. I first went to the Freedom Plaza demo. I don't know much else about their plans. We know a person going by the name of Nina had plans to storm a mall. Do you know which one? Mall? A mall? Yeah, a mall was mentioned once or twice. I think it was that huge place, the Circle Mall. The Circle Mall? Are you completely sure? Yes, I do. Think so. Alright, this will have to suffice. Wait, what about this reflecting positively on me, huh? Your cooperation was noted. All will be dealt with in due time. Goodbye. Phew, I guess that went good. Thank God you provided valuable info. Fortunately for Miss Watergate, I cannot do much for her. It just doesn't work like this. What's in Orwell is in Orwell, and acting upon it is mandatory. I know what you must think now, but would you rather not save these people? We did the right thing, you and me. Looks like the biggest mall in all of Bonton, the Circle Mall, is our target. All hell will surely break loose once the report goes out, but I don't think we have a choice. Add the data chunk to Cassandra's profile, and I will inform the cavalry so they can do their job. Okay, it's done. Evacuation is in progress. Better keep our fingers crossed that we're right, and that we're not too late already. Now all we can do is wait. Welcome to Rosentech. This is PR. Hello again, honey. Hello, honey. It's me again. Mom. I just heard breaking news on the radio. They're evacuating the Circle Mall. They also said everyone to avoid the places around the mall. You best head home at once. Evacuating? Ugh, Mom, I just can't leave work. You're overdue already. Oh, well, yeah, fine. I'll get home soon, okay? Thank you, honey. See you soon. Be careful. Yeah, see you soon, Mom. Jesus, what's taking so long? This waiting around makes me feel so helpless. But I really think you did fine. I shall. A homemade explosive device has been found by local police units on the scene at the Circle Mall. We did it. We saved all those people. Your diligence was brilliant. Next up, we will pull this Nina apart and find out who is really responsible for all this mess. Really great work. Get some rest. You deserve it. Let's go take a look at that article. I'm actually really thankful this went well, because I genuinely was trying to remember if it was the mall or the government building. Because I'm not trying to remember how to get the best ending, but I am trying to get a good ending, if that makes sense. Breaking news. Explosive device found at the Circle Mall. An explosive device has been found and disarmed at the Circle Mall in Bonton. After a sudden evacuation and thorough search, a device which has been identified as a homemade bomb has been found by police forces at the Circle Mall. The device has been disarmed by specialists on site. Although authorities refuse to comment at this time, it is suspected this might have been the bombing announced earlier by the letter found at the previous bomb site. We will continue our report as the situation develops. For the moment, it is strongly advised to keep clear of the area around the Circle Mall. Alright. Sounds like this one went fairly well, at least. So that's going to do that. Are you sure you want to finish your work for today? All unprocessed data chunks will expire. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we will pick up in the next part eventually. It does kind of extend off the screen a bit, but we can scroll and take a look. We don't have a whole lot of info about these two, well, mostly Nina yet, but in the next part we will get to that.